Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
We recently lost legendary actor Robert Redford, so I thought it might be a good time to bring back this podcast. We'll go behind the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and we'll talk to Lula Parker Betenson, the sister of the legendary outlaw Butch Cassidy. Now, before you picture tumbleweeds and shootouts, let me tell you about Lula. She has her own incredible stories to share, from growing up around one of the most famous names in the Wild West to befriending Robert Redford. She'll also reveal some fascinating family history that shaped her life. We're going to dive into those stories, hear some surprises, and maybe even bust a few myths along the way.
Bob Berry.
Bob Berry.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And you are Butch Cassidy's sister, is that right?
That's right.
Well, how old are you? May I ask how old you are?
I'm 93.
Is that right?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry I'm that old, but that's it.
Don't be sorry.
There.
Don't be sorry. You sound 93 years young to me.
You're the third person that's called me in the last 2 days to have me on TV or
on radio, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't know that you wrote a book.
Oh yes, it's called Butch Cassidy, my brother, and it's a well-bound book. And Robert Redford, you know Robert Redford?
Yes, sure.
I know him very well. He's visited with us, and I've been up to his Sundance resort several times, and he wrote the forum in it.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
A man by the name of Ed Kirby from around New York City wrote another nice article in it, too.
Was your brother, Butch Cassidy, really a bad guy? Was he as bad as they made him?
He couldn't be bad. If you know my folks, you know that. We are a very close family, and he was everything you could ask in a boy.
You know, in the movie, by the way, did you see the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
Yes, I've seen it several times.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have.
What did you think of the movie?
Well, I thought the first part was quite typical of the boys. You know, they exaggerate a bit. We know that on
right.
Everything like that. But the last part, he wasn't killed in South America.
He wasn't?
Oh, no.
What happened to him?
He came home and visited us in 1925. And I'm sure it wasn't a ghost. I'm sure it was him.
I'll be darned.
Yes.
Do you have anything that would prove that he was?
Oh yes, I have a lot of proof. So many people saw him.
Well, then he died. What did he die of?
Pneumonia.
And in what year?
1937.
1937. Did you go to the funeral and everything?
Oh no, it was. We didn't know it till it was over.
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
Where was he buried?
He's in the northwest part of the country. I'll tell you what happened. When we got the word of his death, the man who wrote just signed himself Jeff and said he was laid away nicely and what he died of. And, of course, those days you didn't travel around like they do now. And my father said, now this is our secret. He's been chased all his life, and now he's going to rest in peace. And we have never told, no, I never would. I wouldn't be a Parker if I broke that promise.
What happened to all the gold that he supposedly stole?
Oh, dear. They didn't get half the gold, of course, they thought they give them credit for, I don't think. But anyway, he was very liberal with people who were poor people. I've had letters and so forth and word from people who he paid their taxes and helped them out. He thought some people had too much and some too little.
He was sort of a Robin Hood, huh?
That's what he's called. He was called that in South America as well.
Right.
Yes, he was a shrewd, kind, good man in a way.
I guess he had a sense of humor,
do the
too.
Right thing, and we didn't oppose him in it, nor he didn't himself. He was very sorry that he wasted his life.
I guess Butch Cassidy. I guess your brother had a good sense of humor too, because didn't he take a picture of his gang, the Wild Bunch, and mail it to a bank that he had robbed?
Yes, he did. And it's hanging in that bank now.
Is that right?
That's in it's in Nevada. Let's see, what's the place? I know what I could call it. I'm getting old, you see. Can't think.
And I guess he thanked him for the contribution, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Did he ever talk to you, when he came back home?
Did he what?
Did he ever tell you about his experiences?
Oh, some. But my mother had died while he was gone, and she was heartbroken, of course.
Did you ever get any?
He couldn't. He'd drift back to her, no matter what we were talking about. He'd bring her up in some way. He felt so badly because they were so close. We have pictures of the ranch where we were, and the trees that he helped her plant. And my father had to go away to get work, to keep the family going. And
why do you think Butch Cassidy did what he did? Why do you think he was an outlaw?
Well, I don't know. Some things came up that he didn't like. One thing, my mother was homesteading some land next to our ranch, and a man who had plenty of money, I won't mention his name, from here, she borrowed, my father had gone away, and she borrowed $40 from him, and he wanted a millwright on the river in her land, but he didn't do that, but they used to say jump the land, in my day, and so he got the land for $40. Nice big piece of land. It's a lovely piece right now. I never pass through it that I don't think about it. And things like that, maybe. And he went to work out in Colorado when he was just a young fellow. And my mother, they wanted him to stay here, but there was nothing, nothing here for him very much.
Mm-hmm. Did he ever write to you?
Just work. And he went to Telluride and worked he carried ore down from the mountain to the mill with a pack animal, I've been out there. I've seen the mill. I know all about it. Lovely country. And he was happy, and then he got mixed up with two other fellows, and they robbed the Telluride bank.
Ah, that's what happened. He got into bad company, huh?
Yeah. He didn't blame them. He said, I knew better. He never blamed anybody for what he did.
Did you ever get any mail from? Did he ever write to you?
Did he ever? He wrote to my father, yes, but those letters were destroyed as fast as we got them. And other people received letters from him, and they done the same thing. He had so many friends, the officers couldn't get to him because he had too many people looking out for him.
Being the sister of Butch Cassidy, you would think that they would contact you when they made that movie. Did they contact you when they made Butch Cassidy and Sundance? They didn't.
No, they didn't. We went down where they were filming the southern part of our state and met Paul Newman and Robert Redford and the director, Mr. Hill. They were very nice. In fact, in the book, the picture of Bob and Paul and me. We have a nice lot of pictures in the book.
Oh, that sounds like a great
family,
book.
And so we met, and I'll have to tell you how Paul Newman and I met. He came up the car where I was sitting in, and he put out his hand, and he said, I'm Butch. And I said, and I'm your sister. That's how we met.
I'll be darned. That's cute. Well, I want to thank you very much for talking with us this morning, Mrs. Betenson.
Yeah, I'm glad to help you,
Well, listen, I want to wish you all the best. And
everybody, he had friends every place and still does. People seem to love him. And they love the book. And if you know of anyone who wants them, I'd be glad to autograph them and send them.
Okay, terrific. Thank you very much, and
Very
good
well.
health to you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dynamite's ready, Butch.
Well, that ought to do it.
Think you used enough dynamite there, Butch?
Bob Berry. Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all our episodes at wisconsinbroadcastersmuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Donate Life Wisconsin. Special thanks to Wisconsin Historical Society and for financial support from WBA Hall of Famer Terry Barnes.